Today I'll be reviewing Nvidia's Nasdaq, NVDA, GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. The company has an enviable history of offering great graphics cards in its XX60 series lineups. The GTX 960, GTX 1060 and RTX 2060 Super are just some of the classics that have graced the mid-range gaming scene, and the GTX 1060 is still one of the most popular graphics cards in the Steam hardware survey too. Today there's a new one, the RTX 3060 Ti, and if Nvidia's claims are to be believed, we're looking at an RTX 2080 Super beater and a 4K capable gaming card for less than $400. Compared to the RTX 3070, you get the same 8GB GDDR6 memory, 256-bit memory interface and an identical cooler too. The flow-through fan design is still here and there are two fans in total, although the RTX 3060 Ti has a silver housing rather than the gunmetal gray of the RTX 3070. You obviously don't get all the bells and whistles of the RTX 3070. There are around 1,000 fewer CUDA cores and a lower boost frequency too. You also get 152 Tensor Cores compared to 184 and 38 RT cores compared to 46 for the RTX 3070, with a $100 price difference as well. However, as well as answering the question which one should you buy, there's also comparisons to be made with previous generation cards too. The RTX 2080 and 2080 Super are both in the RTX 3060 Ti's crosshairs too in terms of performance. For now, AMD doesn't really have a competitor, though, as the Radeon RX 6800 is an RTX 3070 competitor with a price to match, and the RX 5700 XT was only ever meant to tussle with the RTX 2070 Super, a card that is at least one notch lower than what the RTX 3060 Ti is aiming for and which outperforms the RX 5700 XT as well. I used Nvidia RTX 3060 Ti test driver and fully up-to-date version of Windows 10. The benchmarks now include results for 1080p performance for some models, as the RTX 3060 Ti's price will likely mean owners of high refresh rate monitors who game at 1080p might consider it, as well as this looking to future-proof their system. Similarly, as the RTX 3060 Ti proved more than capable of handling games at 4K, I've compared it against several other cards both at 4K and 1440p. The test system includes a BarrowCH Rhopilema water-cooled test bench with Corsair Hydro X water cooling components, an Intel Core i9-10900K, MSI MEG Z490 Ace motherboard and 16GB Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro memory. With ray tracing enabled at 1080p, Metro Exodus gives the RTX 3060 Ti an easy ride, coming close to matching the more expensive RX 6800 and not a million miles away from the RTX 3070 either. Adding a few more cards into the mix at 1440p and Nvidia's claims seem to be on the money, performance similar to the RTX 2080 Super, which means it's going to be a lot faster than any of the RTX 2060, RTX 2070 models out there. The RTX 3060 Ti was impressive with ray tracing and DLSS enabled, again matching the RTX 2080 Super and outstripping the RX 6800's average frame rate too, but ultimately a fair way behind the RTX 3070.